doing? Thank you so much for joining us today. We are Vacay Mode Travels. That is Sarah. I am Alden. Appreciate you spending some time with us.
Today we are going to be talking about those of you looking to plan a destination wedding in Jamaica. We're going to be highlighting one of our favorite resorts in Jamaica, which is Hyatt Ziva Rose Hall, and why this is a great spot for a destination wedding.
It is a beautiful resort. Jamaica weddings cover over 30%, over a third of weddings in the Caribbean are in Jamaica, and for good reason. The main one is, their stunning beachfront and oceanfront. They have beautiful venues. Really quick about Rose Hall, it's a 5-star resort located on the northern part of the island. It's about 15 minutes from Montego Bay International, just to give you an idea. Ton of suites, ton of options to choose from, but really it's because of that stunning beachfront and oceanfront wedding venues that they offer. A lot of couples are seeking it out.
In addition to VIP service, world-class elegance, all-inclusive, this resort has so much to offer in addition to the wedding side. Today we're going to be focusing a lot on the wedding details, but the resort itself is definitely worth mentioning because it's absolutely stunning.
Yes. So why choose it? The first reason was the landscape, the beaches, the blue water, everything you're looking for. This resort is just naturally beautiful. If you look at a lot of the reviews and clients that we've have been there, the grounds are meticulously landscaped perfectly. There's a lot of attention detail to the grounds, and people love that natural beauty that the resort offers.
And when we talk about the specific venues that Hyatt Ziva Rose Hall has, they have a fantastic beach, they have a secluded gazebo, and a sophisticated oceanfront terrace. So no matter what backdrop you're envisioning, they have a perfect venue for it. Next thing is the all-inclusive wedding packages. They have everything included in the wedding packages. Venue setup and decor. You get an on-site wedding coordinator. If you want us on site, we're going to work hand in hand with them to make sure that everything is perfect. Your officiant for the ceremony, photography and videography, your bouquet and boutonniere, your reception dinner, and the wedding cake with a sparkling toast. So they have phenomenal packages that are very inclusive of all of the key elements, which allow you to really personalize your wedding to anything specific that you'd like beyond that.
Reason number 3, it's affordable luxury. This is a resort that has packages starting at $1,500. Some destination weddings are actually much more cost effective than having them in the States, if you can believe it. And that's why a lot of couples are resorting to that. And this resort is no different. They have a lot of value that they bring to the overall guest experience, and being all inclusive, drinks, accommodations, entertainment. Your guests aren't going to have to spend or go anywhere beyond the resort.
Exactly. So let's talk about what your guests can do. What kind of activities are there at Hyatt Ziva Rose Hall? Because it's not just a vacation for you, it also is for your family and friends. They have swim-up bars and infinity pools. I know that's always on everyone's must-have list. People love those swim-up bars. World-class restaurants with gourmet cuisine. I know that really good cuisine. I know that really good food is important to you. And that's a lot of people's number one fear with all-inclusives is they don't want to sacrifice the quality of food. So you're not going to sacrifice that with Hyatt Ziva Rose Hall. Live entertainment, nightly shows, water sports, beach activities, and a luxury spa with wellness treatments. I love a good spa on vacation, and especially if it's a wedding.
Yeah. The 5th reason is that you can extend or build in your honeymoon right in this beautiful paradise. A lot of couples can choose to either stay on site, maybe upgrade their room category, and once everyone leaves, they just have a relaxing few days or week after the wedding is complete. Or from there, you have options. If you want to go into the heart of Montego Bay, you can do that. Under 2 hours gets you to Ocho Rios or Negril, 7 Mile Beach. Maybe you wanted to go to a different part of Jamaica. You're close to doing that. Otherwise, if you want to stay on site, you could do that, and it's a great option.
So let's talk about how to plan your wedding at Hyatt Ziva Rose Hall. First things first, we always recommend setting up a pre-wedding visit trip. This allows you to see the resort, taste the food, meet the wedding team, see the venues for yourself. It allows you to just build confidence in your decision of that resort. They have a fantastic offering at Hyatt Ziva Rose Hall, $500 for a couple, gets you 2 nights all inclusive with your airport transfers. We're happy to set this up for you so you have confidence in your wedding venue.
Yeah, that's a great option because let's say you're on the fence about making that decision, you can go visit beforehand if you have the time, or you've already decided, you can go on site, check out the lay of the land, and really get a feel for what that resort is like. The second part of that is requesting your wedding date and time. As soon as you say, hey, I'm in on Hyatt Ziva Rose Hall, I love it, the first thing is locking down those preferred dates. And that's where we come in. We're going to work on your behalf and make sure that we get those locked in. If you do have some flexibility on date and time options, that's always helpful. This resort does 1 wedding a day. We love that. Focus is going to be on you and your guests. So a little flexibility, goes a long way. We're going to ask for your first, second, and third choices on dates and get those locked in as soon as possible.
The further in advance that you are doing that as well, we always recommend 18 months because especially with the resorts that offer limited weddings per day, they do tend to book up faster. So 18 months in advance is definitely preferred. It's going to allow you to get the venues and the times that you're looking for. As you get closer to 12 months, you're going to start to see that availability is a little more slim. One of the things this resort does too is they do offer special rates if you do midweek weddings or during the day. So if you are on a budget, you're looking to save some cost, that's another way you can also do it. So wedding packages. Now, this resort essentially offers 3 main packages. They all have a relatively small guest count, anywhere up to 20 guests, but they do have a per person amount that you can pay to upgrade and have more guests. So I always like the variety of package options because it is not a one size fits all situation and everybody's day is completely unique. You've heard us talk previously that if you're looking at multiple packages and maybe you're looking at the big package, everyone's like, oh, well, the bigger package is probably better. Not necessarily. Maybe there's things in there that you don't want. And so we would say go with a package down, like 1 level down, and then you can a la carte those components that are important to you. So that's my take on wedding packages.
Yep, just having multiple options is great. Like I said, small, medium, large, they have that classic. But like Sarah said, you can add much more, a lot more guests. Probably a good chance you're going to have more than 30. Most weddings, not all, unless you're having more of a tight, intimate group. The 4th step to planning that, you've locked in the wedding date, package, venue. Then you can start doing the fun stuff. You're working with us to choosing the venue, the decor, getting into the details, the finer things about what the reception and all that is going to look like. If you need assistance with outside vendors, we can come in and help you, give you some recommendations on that. But you're starting to put your style to what the wedding day will look like. And that's that 4th step to planning here.
Absolutely. And as you know, our goal is always to make sure that by the time you get connected to the resort's wedding coordinator, you've already made all the big decisions. That's always our goal with pre-planning and making sure that we're making that process seamless and stress-free.
Just talking about some of the venues that they have, like we talked about earlier, the East Lawn, these have capacities way up, in the 500s if you wanted to. The rest of them are somewhere around 100, 120, the Ocean Gazebo and Deck, Sky Lounge, the ballroom. Always consider the ballroom because should you have bad weather, hopefully not, you have beautiful weather, but should you have bad weather, at least you know what your backup plan will be and have an idea what that's going to look like. There's also the ballroom, terrace, and the family beach. Just to give you an idea, if you haven't, I wish we had some pictures, but the beach.
Well, we do in our blog.
We do in our blog, but it's laid out. It's 2 main coves with some rock formations all along the beach, and then there's that beautiful beach gazebo that has a boardwalk walking out to it.
So if you want to see what we're talking about, click the blog. You'll be able to view all those photos. Last up would be planning fun group activities. There are so many ways to personalize your wedding experience. A growing trend this year is catamaran sunset cruises. You could take a day trip to Dunn's River Falls. You could do a beach bonfire with live reggae music. There are so many fun ways to personalize your event. tie in the local culture, tie in your unique style and vision, and make it just a fun celebration, not only for you, but for your family and friends as well.
A food tasting, a rum tasting. I love the idea of a catamaran. It gets people out on the water, gets music, drinks going. It makes for a great time.
Yes. If you are looking to plan your dreamy destination wedding in Jamaica or anywhere in the Caribbean, Mexico, or beyond, please reach out to us. We would love to schedule a complimentary consultation with you, get to know you and your wedding vision better, and help make that process fun and stress-free. Hope you guys all have a great rest of the day.
Safe travels.